Welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping straight into a totally fascinating intersection today. We're looking at clean energy robotics crashing headfirst into the hard financial realities of an SME initial public offering. So we're zeroing in on a company called Aegeus Technologies. They're trying to solve a massive, and I mean massive, bottleneck in the global solar energy market, and they've just hit the BSE SME platform to raise some capital. We're going to completely strip away all that technical jargon, look straight at the actual mechanics of their tech, and then put their balance sheet right under the microscope. Let's get into it. Okay, let's dive into this roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with solar's dirty little secret, then move on to the solution in Enter the Airwash Robots. From there, we'll cover shifting the business model, breaking down the numbers, and finally wrap it up with risks and final verdict.
Section 1. Solar's dirty little secret, the cost of dust.
Okay, so think about where utility-scale solar power plants are usually built. They're typically out in hyper-arid, high-soiling regions, right? Places like Rajasthan and Gujarat here in India, or out in the deserts of Saudi Arabia and the UAE. In these zones, the old-school traditional method of cleaning panels, which is just wet cleaning, is honestly a complete logistical nightmare. It wastes literally millions of liters of precious, scarce water, it demands super high manual labor costs, and this is wild, spraying cold water on scorching hot panels during the day actually risks microscopic thermal shock damage to the glass itself. Now contrast that entirely with the modern air wash approach. It's completely waterless, runs on these nightly automated cycles, and uses self-cleaning microfibers to just gently dislodge the dust. It's a completely different paradigm.
So, the crucial point is this: if you don't clean these panels, the financial penalty is absolutely staggering. Just basic dust and particulate accumulation blocks solar irradiation. Left unmitigated, this simple, everyday layer of dust causes yield losses of anywhere between 15% and 30% in power generation. To put that into perspective, in a massive utility-scale farm, a 30% drop in efficiency means millions of dollars in lost power generation. The incentive to solve this problem is, quite frankly, absolutely massive.
Section 2. Enter the Air Wash Robots, Aegeus Technologies. Well, this brings us right to Aegeus Technologies. Headquartered in Bengaluru, this engineering and clean tech automation company specializes entirely in these waterless robotic cleaning solutions. And we need to be clear here, they aren't just building fancy windshield wipers. These things are deeply integrated with machine learning, Internet of Things, edge computing, and cloud analytics. The robots essentially live out on the solar arrays, waking up in the dead of night to run these automated cleaning cycles using high-velocity airflow and microfibers. 99.84%. I love this number. Because this isn't just some glossy marketing claim. This is their actual cleaning efficiency, independently verified by UL India under really strict accelerated environmental testing standards. And honestly, perhaps even more importantly than the sheer amount of dust they remove, the testing confirms they pull this off without causing any microscopic surface abrasion or micro cracks on the PV glass covers. Basically, they clean the panels without slowly destroying them in the process. And they've built a really formidable moat around all this tech. Aegeus actually holds 5 globally registered patents protecting their IP across India, the US, China, Saudi Arabia, and Australia. Plus, they've already deployed these solutions on a massive scale. We're talking cleaning over 10 gigawatts of solar panels globally. That sheer scale of deployment, combined with their rock-solid IP, is a huge reason why they recently nabbed a spot on the Forbes DGEM's 2024 Select 200 list for companies with serious global scaling potential. Section 3. Shifting the business model, hardware to services.
And this brilliantly illustrates how they are strategically changing the way they make their money. Their whole new strategy relies on MCAS, or Module Cleaning as a Service. Historically, right, a solar farm would just have to buy these super expensive robots outright. That's a massive fixed capital cost, or CAPEX. But Aegeus is shifting to a utility model. They provide the robots, they handle the maintenance, and the solar independent power producers, they just pay a variable fee per clean. It becomes an operating expenditure. This makes it so much easier for the client to say yes, and it totally transforms Aegeus into a recurring revenue machine.
Section 4. Breaking down the numbers, growth versus cash. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the explosive top-line growth. Just look at that trajectory. In financial year 24, they were sitting at roughly 1,527 locks. By FY25, they grew to 2,189 locks, and then in FY26, they nearly doubled that, hitting 4,093 locks in total operating revenue. That is an absolutely incredible 87% compound annual growth rate.
But as always, we need to look a little closer to see exactly where all that money is coming from. This breakdown of their FY26 revenue tells the real story of their strategic pivot. Just 2 years prior, hardware products were driving over 65% of their revenue. But now, complete solar operations and maintenance, so their service arm, is their largest single revenue driver at over 39%. Their autonomous ground robots, the Unicorn Smart, make up about 23%, followed by spares and the Unicorn R2R. This major shift to services is giving them serious long-term contract visibility, which is exactly the kind of thing investors love to see. Section 5. Risks and Final Verdict, the SME Reality.
But let's pause for a second, because we have to look at a pretty stark picture of vulnerability here. Massive customer concentration. An astonishing 91.26% of their revenue comes from just their top 10 clients. In fact, their single largest customer accounted for nearly 40% of their FY26 revenue, all by themselves. Think about that. If they lose even 1 or 2 of these key contracts, their top-line growth could literally evaporate overnight. That is a massive operational risk we can't ignore.
And looking into the red herring prospectus impartially, we definitely find a few more red flags. Despite all that massive revenue growth we just talked about, Aegeus actually had a negative operating cash flow of minus 371.43 lakhs in FY26. Why? Well, because shifting to those service contracts seriously increases their working capital requirements. A lot of their money gets tied up in trade receivables. On top of that, this is an SME listing. That comes with mandatory lot trading rules, which inherently lower liquidity and widen bid-ask spreads. Also, the company has had some past statutory filing delays, which definitely warrants some caution from a governance perspective. So what does it actually take to buy into this story? The company is raising 23.71 crore through a completely fresh issue. The price band is set between 100 and 105 rupees per share. But here is the real kicker for retail investors. Because of SEBI regulations for the SME platform, you can't just jump in and buy a few shares. You have to bid for a minimum of 2 market lots, which is 2,400 shares. That means your minimum capital commitment is a steep 2,52,000 rupees. It's for sure not pocket change. It is a really high barrier to entry.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question as we wrap up this explainer. Aegeus Technologies has a post-issue price-to-earnings ratio of about 21.8. Now, that seems pretty reasonable for a company with proprietary tech, 5 global patents, and an 87% revenue growth rate, right? But the working capital demands are super heavy, their cash flow is currently negative, and secondary market liquidity is going to be incredibly tight. So you really have to ask yourself, is that spectacular top-line growth and brilliant clean tech innovation actually worth the inherent cash flow and liquidity risks of an SME IPO? That's a decision only you can make. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive, and keep asking the hard questions.